Giggity, and we are Bizak. Yeah. Um, the people are still talking, man. They didn't threaten us with all type of litigations. They didn't raise up $100,000 to go at creators. They didn't done everything in anticipation of having us be quiet and accept of their story. But that's not happening. Even them folks, even them people, man, even the people talking up, even my man's, he like, hey, yo, that's not what's up. And I feel it. Go ahead, tell him, bro.
Is it possible that he did in fact drown? Is it possible that he did in fact drown? Is it possible? Those are the words.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
It's possible.
The answer is yes. It is absolutely possible. Anything is possible.
Okay.
Okay? Anything is possible. But the way that this case is going makes me feel like that's just not the path to go down. It just doesn't. It just doesn't strike me as the path to go down. I understand drowning is silent. I understand that. Someone can go into the water and you're just not paying attention to them. I completely get that. But no one saw him just kind of making his way and, kind of being a little bit out of it and then falls into the water. No one saw this? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I don't believe it. To me, it just doesn't make much sense. Like, yeah, someone just said, you can drown in a bathtub. Absolutely. I completely agree with you. But nobody saw this with the thousands of people. No one saw a damn thing. No one saw him. Guys, we don't even have a single person saying, I saw him walking into the water. Unfortunately, I didn't see him exit. But I do remember seeing him walk in. Did anyone ever hear a statement like that be made?
Nope.
You guys tell me. Did anyone hear a statement made of, I saw him go in the water? But never said like I saw, unfortunately I didn't see him come up, but I saw him walk in the water. Not a single person.
No.
Not a single person said they saw him walk in the water. Is it possible that he did in fact drown? Is it possible that he did in fact drown? Is it possible? Those are the words. Is it possible? The answer is yes. It is absolutely possible. Anything is possible. Okay? Anything is possible. But the way that this case is going makes me feel like that's just not the path to go down.
It's just not. It's just I had to let him say that again. It's just not the path to go down. It's just not. And if y'all don't know, Don Tricky Little Lemonade, who had them folks all on this show, he was bowing down. He was doing all of this and doing all of that. Had them folks all on this show acting like he was really down. He then pulled this other dude to his show. Here they go, putting another black man from the town in front of us, like we don't know what we talking about. Oh, hold on.
You've spoken to the kids there. You've spoken to, Nolan's family, and you know both sides to this. So can you just speak a little bit about? I think a lot of people want to know. Those kids are not talking. You've talked to them. What is their theory on what happened to Nolan?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what they told me Friday, just for this past Friday night. They said they don't know what happened, but they do believe in their heart that something happened to him. And they said they don't really want to talk to people anymore. And I was glad you brought that in, because I was going to mention this to Don a second ago. They saying that they don't like the way that the reason why they really don't want to give interviews anymore. They don't like the way that the outside people has been treating Black Mississippians. I'm just telling you what they say. They say they're not believing what we're saying. They think that we this racist place down here, and so we don't really want to give them interviews anymore. That's exactly what was told to me this past Friday night.
But going back to your point, so you said that they think something happened to Nolan.
Yeah.
What do they think happened?
You said he said they don't know what happened, but what are do they have any ideas? Are they giving you any theories?
Yeah, they were there.
No. One of them told me that they gave to the police about a week or so ago The last two people Nolan was seen with, one was a girl, one was a guy.
Where do they keep getting these niggas from? Where they keep getting these dudes from? I don't understand where they keep injecting these so-called black faces in these places. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty bad at this point, because that's Negro number 4. If y'all ain't been keeping count, they didn't put 4 Negroes up in our face to somehow sit up here and try to tell us what we don't know and what we should know. But there's what's this lady's name? What's her name? I don't know what her name is, but she done went so deep off up in this case. It is ridiculous. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? This case, hold on, let me see. Okay, here we go. I got her. I'm trying to play the video. It's getting stuck. But she got, let me see. I think I might even got a different breakdown of said video, because it's spinning, which I don't know if that means that if they took it down, because it's funny, the creator in the video said, let me go ahead and share this video before they try to take it down. Did they take it down? Because that's crazy if they took it down. I ain't even finna lie to you. Whoa, hold on. It didn't took away that video, that took away my homeboy's whole messenger. Oh, hold on, peeps. What's going on here? Oh, that's crazy. Let me try this one more time. It looked like they didn't erase the video with the white girl talking, because the white girl was getting at it. The white girl had all the theories. She had the whole little junk. Okay, hold on. Luckily, yep. Luckily, I got her video on somebody else's video. Check this out.
Hey man, what I kept telling y'all? I kept telling y'all that Brandon Tatum is gonna lead these boys straight to jail. I knew it was too good to be true that you had 30 college kids drinking among 4 different boats, probably $1 million worth of boats or more, and no adults in sight. Now they are saying that allegedly video proves, and the pictures that Officer Tatum
Pink
put up
Panda
prove that not only is possible that Granddaddy Jared Atkinson was on one of the 4 boats, but also Katie was on Bart boat. It is now being said that the content creators are putting it together. Hats off to the content creator. But guys, check this out, because it is possible that Katie was on Bart's boat, and it's also possible that Granddaddy Jared Atkinson was on one of the 4 boats. Check it out. But Katie was definitely on that boat while it was being told. Here we go.
Break it down for you, because here we've got the Snapchats from Katie, right? You're gonna notice her teal swimsuit. Right here, we're gonna notice a striped swimsuit. In this video from the 3 boats, you're gonna see Bart's boat, and in this corner you're gonna see a girl in a striped swimsuit right here, and then right next to her with the same hair is a girl in a teal blue swimsuit. Katie is on Bart's boat in this picture. But wait, they tried to be real clever playing with the lighting on this. Hopefully you got your brightness turned all the way up, because you'll notice Katie is wearing a...
Okay, so that's the one we seen yesterday. This is the part 2 to that. I thought it was the same video because you had on the same outfit, but this is the part 2 to that.
More evidence of a 4th boat. Not only have I found a lie in their timeline, but I have also discovered a deep political connection, not only to a former governor of Mississippi, but to Turning Point USA. So first off, this picture has surfaced in which it's clearly the group of boats a little bit further out in the water all together. Now here's what is supposedly Bart's boat. We can see the Garmin on top, can confirm this black boat from this other picture. We can see Wyatt's Triton right here, and we can confirm that by the motor. As you can see right here, has that black stripe on the white motor. motor. Now, in between the two boats is the Palm Beach. You can clearly see it labeled, and it's got that stripe, right? As you can see, the stripe is there, and yet there's this design right here and no Palm Beach. And you may be like, Jay, that doesn't prove that it's a different boat. Maybe we just can't see it, even though it should be right there according to this picture. But if you look in this video, you can see that there is a black propeller right there. See black propeller, and you can very clearly see the Palm Beach right there on the side. And if you look really carefully in this photo, you can see right there a black propeller. There's another boat on the other side of these three boats. And given the lack of the name on the boat and the black propeller, I'm going to assume the Palm Beach is on the other side, which means there's 4 boats right here. Then I rewatched Warren's interview.
And I woke up at my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. No one was not with me. And I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck. And, well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back. And the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went, and with my buddies, we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice, and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is the Palm Beach. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach, and I drove the boat from Fort Bayou Boat Launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day.
So Wyatt had his buddy's boat already hooked up to the back of his truck. He said he and Wyatt and his other buddy went and got ice and filled up the boats. And Wyatt went and put the Palm Beach, his smaller boat, into the water. And we know there was a second boat, the Triton, that was driven by Wyatt. Wyatt had 2 boats in the water. Who was driving his other boat?
Nolan was on Wyatt Pyron's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart because we had a lot of friends from college coming down, and I called Bart that morning. I was like, "Hey man, can you take your boat out?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, my dad's decided not to go, and I'll take the boat, and I'll take you and your friends." Of course, I mean, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock, and I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I, and Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people.
Now wait a minute. So Warren already had a boat hooked up when he woke up that morning. I'm assuming that had to be the Triton that was hooked up, right? Then he said that Wyatt went and put his smaller boat, the Palm Beach, into the water. Then Warren said that he was the one who drove the Palm Beach to their friend's dock. Assuming that Wyatt drove the Triton to the dock and Bart drove his own boat to that dock, who drove the Palm Beach out to the water then? Because he said that he got a ride in with Bart, even though at one point during the interview he said all of his stuff was on the Palm Beach. So it sounds to me like Warren was the one driving the Palm Beach. I'm also like, what parent would let their kid, who's obviously going off to party, take 2 of their boats and let their drunk friends drive? Like, it isn't making sense to me. I mean, maybe these parents are just shitty parents and irresponsible. Then he also said that he contacted Bart that morning to see if he could come, and Bart was like, yeah, I can give all your friends a ride, blah, blah, blah. According to him, there were 10-ish people, 15 people on that boat. So where were those people originally supposed to ride in on? They'd been planning it for weeks. They were excited about it. Why did Bart have to suddenly step in and take all these people? And remember, Bart said that his dad had canceled going out on the boat that day, so he could do it. Something's not adding up here. I think there was an adult somewhere in this mix. So it would also explain how they all thought quickly on their feet with the sea tow. And I wouldn't be surprised if an adult didn't come out there and just go off with other adults that were also on Horn Island and let the kids hang out with the boats. Here's where things are going to get interesting, folks. There are more GPS coordinates in the report than what we have seen publicly. I'm going to play you a clip from the interview, but remember, at 5:30 is when they started picking up regular speed, all right? It's right here, 525, speed miles, 30 to 35 knots. So here we go.
Planed off, and you have water in the boat, and you're hauling, we're going pretty fast. We're going probably 40, 42 miles an hour. And so all that excess water that was built up in the boat is coming out of the boat. So, I mean, that's what we had to do. So we ran into Fort Bayou, and we didn't just run straight to my buddy's grandparents' house. We ran into Fort Bayou. A couple of us jumped in the water, and Wyatt, the whole reason for the stop was so Wyatt could hop in and put the plug back in the boat. So then after that, we went and docked it, and I went back to my buddy's house, and we ate and napped for a little bit. It was a long day at the islands.
Now you heard him. He said that they took off going 40 miles an hour and they didn't go to his buddy's grandparents' house, but they went to Fort Bayou to go do a plug thing. Except right here, 5:44, vessel arrives at El Camino Road. 8 minutes later, then it departs from El Camino Road and headed east into Fort Bayou. So right there we have a lie. The boat did stop before going into Fort Bayou. 6 minutes later, it comes back to El Camino Road, and the vessel departed El Camino Road half an hour later, headed southwest to St. Martin Bayou, and then turned southeast into Biloxi Bay Bridge. Then they went back to the Bayou boat launch. Then the boat was taken to Cardinal Lane, which was Wyatt's residence. Now, because I am an absolute genius, I was able to find it. This was where they left and where they came back that day, then came back several times. Now, first off, why aren't we seeing footage of them returning that day? We know that Nolan was with them when they left, so why do they have the security cams from that morning, but not that night? Whose grandparents live there? Jax Patalo, whose family owns a pharmacy. It goes back deeper than that because George Patalo Sr., which is Jax's great-grandfather who is deceased, as it turns out, his great-grandfather was appointed and served on the staff of Mississippi Governor Cliff Finch. As you can see, I've confirmed Jax's relation to him. And as it turns out, Cliff Finch, well, he was in the Mississippi House of Representatives from 1960 to 1964 and supported racial segregation and backed the racist governor, to preserve segregation in the state. The federal grand jury conducted a 3-year-long investigation into his administration and several state agencies, and they were all accused of corruption and mismanagement. Finch was never found guilty himself, but some of his aides and appointees were indicted. And those sort of political connections seem to trickle down through the generations, so now we know why the governor got involved. And I started looking into the lawyer that's handling the defamation case from the Bart family. So from 2015 to 2018, he was state director of Americans for Prosperity. Then in 2018 to 2020, he was vice president of Stand Together while being vice president of Americans for Prosperity. Stand Together is a Charles Koch nonprofit, and Americans for Prosperity is a libertarian conservative political advocacy group affiliated with Charles Koch and David Koch. And if you don't know who the Koch brothers are, they're fucking evil. Guess who's one of the major funders for Turning Point USA? Major donors for the Koch brothers also are primary financial pillars for Turning Point USA, specifically their campus operations. And guess who used to serve as the director of urban engagement?
Officer Tatum. Bam. Straight like that. Oh, y'all, you know it's something when you got Willie D speaking up on the collusion.
Remember the two women who said they spoke with a friend who's in the body transport business, and that friend told them that they received Nolan Wells' body face down.
Right.
This is when they was transporting Nolan Wells' body from Mississippi to D.C. for the independent autopsy examination, right? Well, it looks like there may be some credence to that after all. Besides the fact that the guy from, what is it called, Cajun Navy, whatever the name of that company is that was part of the search, he actually said that, his body was found face down, but it was also found face down, well, not found, but received face down from one of the people who was in the business of handling the transportation of his body. Now, why is that significant? It is significant because allegedly it has something to do with the KKK. This is one of their dog whistling things that they do. This is them being on code. This is when you find a body face down, this is the Klan allegedly saying, this is our work. This is what we do. This is a hush-hush case. Now, I got this information from an undisclosed source, and I'm gonna respect that person's wishes to not reveal their identity. But this thing is heavy. But this is not something that we It ain't like this caught us off guard. We know the KKK run Mississippi. Hell, we know the KKK run the United States of America. But Mississippi is a different beast. I mean, these uncivilized mutts in Mississippi, I mean, that's just the order of business all day, every day, no breaks, body after body after body after body. Mysteriously comes up unalived. They think they are going to get away with covering up Nolan Wells' death, his murder. But they got another thing coming because there's just way too many people involved and way too much technology involved. Somebody saw something, a camera saw something. There's cameras everywhere. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Youngsters don't have the presence of mind to not film crimes. If they're on the scene and a crime is being committed, they're gonna pull out their phone and record it. I can guarantee you, I'll bet you $1 to a donut that Nolan Wells' murder was captured on somebody's phone. Yeah, fam. I want you to check out this guy right here who talks about how artifacts from the KKK was found inside of a government office in Mississippi.
Blue suitcase, which contained all these materials from the Ku Klux Klan in Mississippi. Department of Public Safety.
I can't play that because it got that stupid music behind it. But there is something I did want to touch on though. While we talking about, you know, they got us going all back and forth with all of this and all of that. And Kim, I gotta say, Kim had the right idea. It's only one thing we really worried about. It's only one thing that really matters right now.
Concerned, this case is closed. The only relevant piece of evidence there is the CTO audio, which proves that they were aware Nolan was having a medical emergency. Right. They failed to render help, and Nolan was on that boat. Trying to find out what Katie was wearing with her Snapchats and who was on there, where Katie was, and then what boats there were and how many boats there were and who was on what. It doesn't matter. All of that is moot. It doesn't matter. What matters is the recorded phone call with the evidence that shows Nolan was on the boat and they were aware something was very wrong and failed to render help 3 times at least. Okay? And all the people that we were heard on that call can just take the fall for it. You don't have to worry about where Katie was and who was that. None of that shit matters. The fucking CTO audio is the only thing that matters. Pack it up. So as far as I'm concerned,
I think she's totally correct. Because notice they trying to get us all off that audio. You know that audio changes everything. Because that puts a monkey wrench in the whole plan. They did not expect us to dig deep into that audio. They didn't expect that audio that we was listening in the background. Because at first I was like, the audio was fake. I thought they just came up with that just to get a little alibi for the boat. And I also stated or thought that they didn't have to, that audio doesn't necessarily have to be the time that they said they called. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, yeah, I hear what you're saying. A jury of 12 won't be able to hear the same thing. Yeah, that's because y'all don't want to hear it. And there's going to be people in Mississippi, you know, them snow roaches, they ain't going to want to hear it. So are you speaking for the snow roaches? Because of course they ain't going to want to hear it. Uh-oh, I said snow roaches. People just got up out of here real quick. Y'all can't y'all do it to us all the time. But anyway, yeah, if they ain't gonna want to hear it, but everybody else did. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody else ears. Ain't no see, and that's a form of gaslighting right there. ADHD, you a snow roach. You a snow roach? You, nigga, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I get what you're saying in general, but that's the reason why they're going to try to act like they don't hear it. It's racially motivated. Because you better believe if Nolan was Natalie, they'd hear it. If Nolan was Natalie, we wouldn't have got to no damn CTO call. They'd already be in jail and they'd already be working on one, and they'll be sitting there until they built a case enough to charge everybody with little Natalie's death. Yeah, of course, they're all suddenly deaf and blind. Yeah, of course, that's the only reason they ain't gonna want to hear it. You know, you can stop with the victim thing. Y'all be using stuff that don't even apply. I'm not the victim. Nolan's the victim. His mom's the victim. We just trying to make sure she get justice. How am I being a victim? I wouldn't be doing what Nolan was doing. I wouldn't have been around them folks. Justice for drowning, huh? Boy, you know what I noticed though after streaming these couple days of switching up the topics? Do y'all notice, and my members, y'all been rolling with me and I appreciate that, but y'all notice they don't pop up on no other topics? I wonder why. Now all that white on white crime we was covering, you ain't see none of these little snow roaches. Now they all in the videos, all in the comments. If black folks is hella racist, why you keep bringing your ass over here night after night to come get some of this racist activity? You addicted to this racist activity, ain't you, boy? I know. This is them, y'all.
Well, I'm not racist. I don't see color. When it purely, truly exists.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what you telling me is you turning a blind eye to shit that's really going on. That's basically
like all them people on that island, like all them people on the boats, turning the blind eye. That's what they doing. Turning that eye blind, huh? Yeah, I think it's because they're bots too. I really kind of thought that. You know, they do got bots, like whenever something is said in the chat, you know what I'm saying, that they attack that. And because they be relentless with it too, like almost robotic like, especially with the stuff that they say over and over again. It's like broken records. Like they have just a couple things to say and that just be that. But yeah, I really consider them being bots. But I'm like, man, I must be spitting that thing if somebody didn't put the bots on me. I must be doing real good. You know what I'm saying?
what you telling me. You can't say that you don't acknowledge something that has been a detriment for over 400 years. Is that what you... So you expect for me to believe that you have kindness and goodness in your heart and equality for your heart for niggas, but you don't see the struggle that they go through every single day, and that have been going through not only them, but their ancestors, their great grandmas and great grandpas and
right.
So you don't see none of that
Nope.
shit is what you telling me.
Yeah, that's what they're telling you.
You just as bad as the racist. You might as well go on over there and be racist. At least he acknowledged the shit.
Come on now.
At least he know what's going on. You over here telling me I don't see it. I don't see color. Well, you better open up your motherfucking eyes and see it, because everybody else do. You're not exempt. You're not safe because you say, oh, I don't see color. No, see that shit and realize that they treating this color this way and that shit ain't right. Until you are able to give up your privilege,
right,
for what's right, don't tell me shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. People, oh, I'm not racist. I have black grandchildren. Oh, I'm not racist. My husband is black. You can absolutely fuck black dick and procreate with it and still be racist. What you think the slave masters did? Let me sit up. What you think the slave masters did? You think they was so they wasn't just sneaking an old slaves girl little hut for no reason, right? You think he wasn't racist because he was in there banging her back out? What are we doing here? What are we doing? I don't give a fuck who you have and what kind of grandchildren you have. This is a heart issue. I don't care who you lay down with. You can't fuck black dick and hate black women. You still a racist. We need to get this shit together.
Well, some messages just need to be said like that. I mean, you know, and hold up, and y'all think it still ain't going down in Mississippi like that? What's the day? August 4th? This is August 3rd, y'all. Still going down in Mississippi.
And I wake up and see this. I don't know how many times we have to say it. Black people do not hang themselves. 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 And no, this article does not say she was hung, but I saw the picture. If you want to see the picture, I'm not posting on TikTok, but the people who are seeing this on Instagram, you're seeing it right now. This woman was found hanging behind a vacant home in Jackson, Mississippi. Once again, it's Mississippi. They haven't released the woman's identity, and they haven't said whether or not foul play is suspected, but they're investigating. Whatever that means. Their investigations in the South usually aren't very investigative.
Right.
We'll see. I ain't really got much else to say, man. Black people don't hang themselves.
So, you know, when y'all can begin to show me when that happens to snow roaches, then I believe you. Soon as there's a snow roach hanging from some tree that don't nobody know nothing about, I believe y'all that it don't exist and we're just victims and all that. You know what? You know what's a good idea? Come together with your people and stop victimizing. How about that? Did that ever cross your mind? Did you ever think about that? How about just stop victimizing? You do know over here in my chat spewing that BS that you're spewing is a form of victimization. Like, why can't we just have, you know what I'm saying, our black community, our black chat without the likes, some alt-light supremacists in the chat? Why we gotta have light supremacists in the chat, huh? Why we gotta have light supremacists in the chat, Gary? And notice it's the two names with the middle initial and the four numbers after it. No, notice who be chatting. Cause they ain't never got no profile picture or nothing. Dennis is one. Tanea's one. Gary is one. And we know ADHD is one. Nolan's dead. I mean, that don't make me feel no kind of way. It just make you look like an idiot, like the devil you is. That's all that do. Yeah, they dweebs. This is a form of, they got to get their little fix off because they addicted. So they got to go over there. They got to go into a black space and get a hit. That's what they is, just fiends, black fiends. They got to get that hit off. It's terrible, really. It's quite sad. But the question keep asking is, can't they be charged for something? Willie D sat down with this lawyer to go over just that. Can't they be charged with something?
Any of these friends face criminal charges if it's proven that they have lied. If they lied to the investigators, can they face criminal charges?
So they are all facing potential charges, not necessarily for perjury, but let's step down from homicide for a moment, right? It could be tampering with evidence. I think that's something a lot of people have not talked about that seems more plausible to me. That's not what people want. People are looking for a killer. But everyone's point about the phone, the keys, the calls, that goes to, and again, did you tamper? Did you in any way manipulate any possible evidence? That I think is something more possible for a lot of people here, depending on what their involvement was or wasn't, what they knew or not. There's been discussion of were messages deleted from Nolan's phone. That to me, if established, would be a classic example, if Nolan wasn't the one who did it, right, of tampering with evidence. That I think, and then from there, dominoes start to fall, right? Because if someone's established to have tampered with evidence, well, why would you have done that? Was it for your benefit, a friend's benefits, right? So
I got a bunch of channels, bro. I even got one that I work with your mom on the weekends. Your mom's channel is the one that's popping the most. Don't worry about how many channels I got. Just know I got mods on each and every one of them. So if you get out of line, they're going to get you up out of here. That's what you worry about. My mods is modded up on all the channels. So no matter where you run, little snow roach, we going to get you.
Sometimes maybe it's better to start small, catch someone on something, and you work off of that. That I think is, but perjury, as much as the cops, police are allowed to lie to us. We all know that. Police, when they interrogate us, I'm your friend, don't worry, I'll talk to the prosecutor, you're not doing anything wrong, I know you're innocent, but we're allowed to lie.
Thank you for letting me know that. Survive. Yeah, I that's what they do. They hashtag chasers. They hashtag chasers. They put in hashtag Nolan Wells or hashtag free justice for Nolan or hashtag Nolan Wells case, and they just go hop on the videos. They got that on there. Thanks for pointing that out. I always felt that's what they've been doing. I just needed confirmation from somebody who's seen them somewhere else.
Them too. We have no obligation to self-incriminate ourselves. We have no obligation to violate our Fifth Amendment right to avoid self-incrimination. So, they're not under oath. Now, I'm not saying that looks good, but it's not chargeable in and of itself, again, unless it goes to some kind of destruction, manipulation of evidence.
Can any of these friends face?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know. Can they be charged? We knew they could be charged, though. We kind of knew that they could be charged. And even them folks So here go another former DA that disagree with the way that the DA is doing what she's doing right now.
Nolan Wells case, let me tell you, as a former head county prosecutor and a former assistant prosecutor that did homicide work, where I think the prosecutor, Angel Myers McGrath, is making a huge mistake. So, look, everyone's going crazy here. I disagree with her approach to media relations and educating the public. Now, I get when she said that she was protecting the integrity of the investigation. I've done that myself. But I had very strong relationships with the minority community. And when we had police involved minority shootings, they were first people that I met with and gave me the distance and breathing room to conduct the investigation without any fanfare, people in front of the cameras, marching in the streets, etc. That obviously that trust has not been established in, from what I'm seeing in the comments and the millions of views that I'm getting on my videos, a great degree of distrust in Mississippi. And you have to address that as a public official. It's a very real thing. Whether it's truthful or not, you need to address it. So here's my thing. You're not compromising an investigation by getting up and combating misinformation in the public, number one. How many search warrants have been issued? I wrote a list here. Right. What electronic data has been done? What communication data warrants have gone out? How many? I'm not asking you for what and what you're looking for, but just give us an idea of what you're doing that way.
Exactly.
Have you gone to the courts for those search warrants? How many witness interviews have occurred? How many tips and leads have you received? Because I'm going to imagine it's been an amazing amount, and the public doesn't know that. You have to run all those leads down. What experts have been called in? Maybe what area? Is it forensics, toxicology, audio, video? These would all be important things. You're not giving away any information by telling the public what it is you're doing that way.
Yep.
How many photos and videos have you had to review? Because I imagine people are submitting stuff all over the place, and it takes a lot of time to go through that digital record, authenticate it, and see if there's anything of evidentiary value. How about satellite imagery or any other cooperating agencies, and who are they? That may be useful to know. Oh, you're really being serious. You're bringing in other law enforcement agencies. How many law enforcement assets are you have out there? How many people? How many man hours? You know, you need to do a press conference at the end of all this and lay it all out. While the grand jury is a secret proceeding, and I get that people aren't entitled to that because it protects the innocent, and that's what a grand jury is supposed to do and be secret, doesn't mean you can't do a press conference. I did it in high-profile, racially involved cases where I went out and said, here's a 2-hour press conference to tell you everything we did, how we did it, and why we came to the conclusions we came to. But well before that, Madam District Attorney, I would get out there and make sure you're with the community and letting the community leaders know so they can support you that you're doing the right thing. Right now, we're all out here and we just don't know. It looks like nothing's going on. I know that's not true. Correct the record.
That's all we asking for. It's just a little transparency. But obviously we can't get that because there's nefariousness. If it wasn't no nefariousness, then why can't we get no transparency? It's really quite simple, guys. It's really plain and simple. You want to know how plain and simple it is? Hold on. My man Zach finna tell you how plain and simple it is.
So if you look at all the 3 arrests that they've made so far in the Nolan Wells case, this is pretty obvious that they are trying to hide something. This is not like oh no, it was a mistake. No, they are threatening to kill families who knew anything about what happened to Nolan. That is a bit alarming. These people know.
Did he say they threatening to all families? Do they keep alluding to the fact that it's a big thing going on down there in Mississippi and they thought they was finna get away with this? Because that's what it's seeming like. It's seeming like they made the regular little moves that they normally would make to get on up out of it. But here come Tyler Perry. Here come Ben Crump. Here come all this money. Here come the internet people. Demanded answers. Put that call out. They didn't put the call out. Bam. We done messed up. They done messed up. Plain and simple.
Exactly what they're doing. They're evil, fucking terrible people, and they should go sit behind bars for the rest of their life.
Period. Point. Blankerfield. Point Blankenstein. Straight up and straight down. And hold up, y'all think I was tripping off the new Negro they put out in front of us? I ain't the only one. Shout out to my man Harold White, because he was on the same thing with the little Negro.
Wait, so you telling me there's another mystery person that was last seen with Nolan that we are just now finding out about today? This person up there is a person who said they've known Nolan since he was a kid, gave him his first haircut, but he also knows Warren's dad. So he's kind of in the middle of all of this. Well, he answered a couple questions. He talked about, gave us some insight on what some of Nolan's friends are saying about what they think happened. And also, he's talking about this mystery person. Check this out.
Hold on, before we go on, who was that? Dark NLV, Dark and Lovely. Dark and Lovely. You said why Wells and Wells only? It's not just Wells, bro. Let me take you on a ride real quick. Let me help you out real quick. It's not just Wells. So there's a timeline to all of this, because we ain't the ones that jumped to the conclusions, bro. It wasn't us. So let me hit you off real quick. First, we had Ashley, Warren's mom. She was the first one that came out talking out the side of her neck, trying to get ahead of it, trying to talk about where the kids was and what was going down, and try to exclude herself. So it was Ashley first, jumping to conclusions. Then, if I go down a little bit, the next person, there's a lot of them, but the next person that jumped straight off the boat into the land of Conclusionville was Sheriff John Ledbetter, when he said after the body that was discovered that he doesn't think that there's any foul play. Right after him, you got the and I got them in order because I know how they start talking. Right after him, there was the Mississippi County Commissioner, who came out on some. The Mississippi County Commissioner came out on some. Stop making speculations on the Nolan Wells case. He was the third one, right? Then number 4 was Bart. I'm not Bart, but Warren. Warren was number 4 that went and did the little bogus interview, right? Then right after Warren, little devil self, did the bogus interview, right? Then you had your boy Tate Reeves, who came out and said that he trusts the sheriff and that from the facts he's seen, it ain't been no foul play. That's what he said, right? Then you had this buster, Tristan, come out talking about if Nolan was still alive, he would have climbed out the grave. So how you know he dead? How you know he in the grave? Like, how you know that? So then it was him, right? Then, right after him, the Trister, then you had, it was the Katester. Kate came out talking about he wasn't with me. He went back with his friends. It was Kate, right? Little Katie McCormick, little Katie Devil McCormick. It was her, okay? Then after her, we learned about Stacey Turner. After that, we learned about the medical examiner, Stacey Turner, who has ruled she done ruled at least 4 to 5 black men suspicious deaths, suicides. We talking about hangings. We talking about other drownings. There was another case that she did where a dude got drowned with some more of his white friends, and she said it was an accident. So Stacey Turner is another devil and the cogwheel are all of these people colluded. I ain't even done yet. After Stacey spoke up, this dude, medical examiner, chief medical examiner, Dr. Mark Levine, is being investigated by the Attorney General, and they put him on administrative leave, and they being quiet about it. So we don't even really know, but it's something. It's something. He did something. He did something. Then right after him, then we talk about the coroner. The coroner. Now he's in cahoots with Stacey, and I'm asking cuz where that throat at, homeboy? All the while, you got the district attorney, devil as well. All the while, you got the district attorney talking about don't rush me. We gon' do this how we need to do this. We thorough investigation and blah blah blah. Her and him. Hold on, her and this dude. He's a devil too. I forgot to show his devil face. Her and him talking about don't rush this, that, and the third. Then we find out that Bart said that he was out of town in another state for a whole year. Bart's name wasn't even in the shenanigans. Then we get the call and Bart is there. Bart is on the call. Bart then popped up in it. You see? Yeah, there's no evidence of a crime that you want to know of yet because you don't feel comfortable with your folks. And if it ain't your folks, you adjacent to them folks. You don't like the fact that I can point to so many people who did so much devilish things that happen to look like you. That's your folks. You just gonna have to hold that L or maybe that D for devil. You're gonna have to hold that. You're gonna have to hold that, brother. Yep, unfortunately, no NFL for Bartholomew. Yeah, I agree, Chris. Thank you, Nolan Wells, for bringing the light. The Ocean Springs KKK cleanup crew. We love you, Nolan Wells, for your sacrifice. Straight up. Survive. You said that ain't your folks? Huh. Yeah, and look, we don't speak in absolutes. We don't speak in absolutes. It's just that most of all the people that are devils is them folks. Look, and y'all don't believe me. I tried to make Tristan a devil. AI wouldn't turn little Tristan to a devil because he half and half. So look, it only just gave him the wings. He just got the wings and the horn, but it really couldn't turn him into the devil. That's weird, ain't it? I told it to. I said, morph him into a devil. It would not make him a devil. Gave him a little teeth and a little wings and a little horn. That's interesting. That's very interesting. No, I think bigoted and prejudice is maybe what you're looking for. Racist ain't it. I know y'all like to toss that around a lot, but racist ain't it. Maybe bigoted and prejudice, yeah. Yeah, I know. AI's this what you're supposed to be using AI for. This is what you're supposed to be using AI for, y'all. Y'all supposed to get out there. Y'all like my bald head? I had to put me up a picture. Hold on. I had to put me up a little picture. I ain't put a picture up on social media in a minute. Had to put me up a little picture, y'all. Y'all like my picture? I ain't, because I definitely ain't afraid of the bald head. I got that. That's my my Mr. Clean. I got the Mr. Clean going on. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it turned him to a half a demon. Yeah, that's all he get is a half a demon because he half and half. You know. But Bart though, I think the nastiest, ugliest demon of all is Bart and the governor. The governor, he looks like like the end game boss, like the dude you fight at the end of Resident Evil or something. I would make one for Tatum, but that's kind of off code. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll disparage him. I'll ostracize him. I mean, I would. I don't know if I would go as far as making him a devil, even though he's a devil's pet. You know, maybe I'll make him like a devilish dog. Maybe I'll make him like a devil with dog ears and a dog tail. Maybe I'll do that. That might be cool. Yeah, AI know who's evil. It know. Look, when I make them folks, boy, it know exactly how to bring it right on up out of them. Look. Made him a piggy devil. Piggy, that boy's a piggy, Count Dracula big piggy. That's crazy. That AI. Look, how you gonna be a queer devil? How you gonna be a queer devil? That is weird. Look at arched his eyebrows and everything. Like, AI be knowing. Look how I arched his eyebrows. That's almost damn near how he looked when he be doing drag. He looked like he do drag. Nursery worker. Oh yeah, that AI be knowing. Ugh, just look at him. That AI ain't no joke. Dang, he like a Super Saiyan devil. Cause he the police, like a fire chief. So he's like a fire devil. Like, that's weird. And I ain't telling, I just got the one devil prompt. It's not like I go through anything, special. She looked like a gnarled up wicked witch of the East devil. Yeah, I'm getting at these folks. And notice how they try to make the cute ones still a little seductive. Like, because they know what they be on. Like, oh yeah, you cute, but you're still a devil. Touching and feeling on them, cheering inappropriately. What's up with them? What's up with these middle-aged white women in these school-age boys? What y'all is it because dweebs is over here in my chat? Yeah. This is why. Is this why? Gary, is this why y'all women is turning into junior high and high school? Because y'all over here in the chat talking like you talk. Is that why? Is that why them numbers? J Lava, be careful, Barta sue you. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to see what he gonna get. What do you want? This laptop and this mic? This chain, my little J Lava earring. He want that? He want my J Lava earring? You can come get that. That's all he got. That's all I got for you, player. That's all I got for you, play. Anyway, I ain't really want to. This one wasn't gonna be long anyway, right? Because I still got to do my late night crime joint tonight. We doing crime tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Thanks for the Jews on the 100% side of the game. Listen here. We doing crime tonight. Y'all been tapping in with me in the crime? Who been tapping in with the crime? Who been tapping in with the crime? Y'all gotta go watch this one I did earlier. The gruesome twosome. I did a gruesome twosome about 15, 20 minutes long. Go check that one out. I also this is a little backstage, obviously, seeing how I get it together. Showing y'all a little of the game. But I wanted to show you what the crime thing looked like. Cause I'm finna make a little crime joint. Crime with lava. Yeah. Look, this I was on this. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. This was the last one, y'all. So y'all get ready. Cause we doing crime stories with Jay Lava. You heard? Hey, Jason, what's going on? Oh yeah, we on that late night tappity tapping. Yeah, saying. But man, I appreciate all the love, man. I'm telling y'all don't even know. It took me 5 long years to get to this point. It took 5 years, man. 5 years and thousands of videos, thousands of hours of grind. And it ain't over. Y'all see, it ain't over. It's just beginning. I'm just ramping it up. I think this what this gonna be stream number 4 today. Yeah, I'm trying to take it to the max. I see something. I'm trying to see something. Oh, you know what? I did say anybody want to come up? I did say I was gonna bring people up. Anybody want to come up? Anybody want to chop it up with me on the screen? How about any of you trolls? Any of you trolls want to come? Hold on, let me see what you said, Gino. Hold on. Gino say Don Lemonade's character running them kneeling on the floor, his arms wide open, and a slice of lemon appearing behind him. He's a little buster. That's why I don't like what he did. I don't like what he did with them folks, man. Nah, I'm not in LA. I just if you watch the show enough, you notice I got a bunch of team hats. But I'm on the West Coast though. You're welcome. You're welcome. No, thank y'all for believing in a brother and membering up and all that. Matter of fact, shout out to all my members in the house. I see you over there giving them that work. I see y'all putting up like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Like I told y'all, Outspoken is your first time? Well, this is how we do it over here, man. It ain't nothing but straight black empowerment, man. So welcome. Or are you a female? I'm sorry. I be getting it messed up. Some of y'all be having the ambiguous names and I don't be knowing. He said, when are you coming for a boat ride? Not with your ass. I'm cool. I'm cool on going on the water. I can swim and all that, but I'm cool. I was just having a conversation about going on a cruise. I'm not really enthusiastic about doing that. I'm not trying to go into a closed petri dish full of people when anything can happen. I watched this documentary about this cruise ship that all the power shut off and all of that, boy. It's stuff you didn't even think could happen. While all the toilets backed up and all the poop and all of that start swishing in and out the toilet. It was everywhere. It was poop everywhere. Like, because the toilet system was electrical, so like they was walking around trying to get people poop bags, and oh man, the food went rotten right away. Oh man, it was terrible. Like I don't want to go on a cruise because of that. Matter of fact, they was out there for a minute before they got towed back in and all of that. Clean up music. Well, for all of y'all that's new here and y'all want to see how we do it, we do a roll call. So this would be your chance to shout out the city where you from and show that black love and show these busters in the chat that we don't get down like that. Oh yeah. Y'all know what time it is. We got Connecticut up in here this time. Definitely the Midwest up in here this time. Come on, where y'all at? I know I should be seeing Memphis. Where Memphis at? There we go. Memphis up in here. Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Oh. International. Say where you from, International. We shout you out, baby. Say where you from. Keep It Beat Podcast is a global show. We got Indiana up here. Cali is always up in here. West, y'all. Got Texas up in here. Philly up in here. Manila, the Thriller in Manila up in here. We got London, UK up in here. You dig? New York. You understand? What borough, son? You upstate, B? Got that Memphis Juke up in here. We got Philly up in here. We got San Francisco. We got Oakland. We got Vallejo. We got Pittsburgh. We got Hayward. We got New Rochelle. We got Paul's mom's bedroom. We up in there too. Queensbridge. Northwest Washington, D.C. up in this thing. Representing Buffalo. Got Buffalo. We got Buffalo. Uh-oh. Staten Island. The Shaolin. I don't care, boy. If you sad, this will definitely make you happy. Hey. You look, I got it on repeat because sometimes we go in on this show. Yeah. That's just how we do it, man. Sometimes the haters get too thick in the comment section, so we flush them out with a little unity. You know what I'm saying? Black unity, but you know everybody can involve and get involved in the unity across the pond, all of that type of unity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, everybody can share that black joy. Some people hate it, but you can share in it. You know what I'm saying? We've been giving it away for years. Everybody know what that black joy do. So he said, "Run it back." That song like crack, man. I done started something with y'all, man. I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna never. Y'all make me want to put the song out, but I can't. I can't put it out because then it won't be exclusive to us no more. I can't do that. It's like a little crack, man. Hey, like, share, subscribe, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's what was said. Yeah. I can't put it out. That's exclusive. You gotta come here to get that dope. If you want that, you want a little bit of that. You gotta come here. Make it a ringtone. I think that who really has ringtones anymore? That's a good idea. Okay. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put it up digitally in the store for $2. I put it up and we got like a little store where you can say it with your chest. Say it with your chest let you sell digital products. So what I'll do is I'll go to say it with your chest and then I'll put it up as a digital product. It's some other like I got other digital songs up there. Like I got a song called Reparations. Cut the check for $2. You know what I'm saying? I got a song that's called Cut the Check. I got a video that I'll be wishing I could play. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a music stream. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna do a music stream. I'm gonna do a stream where I just play a bunch of music and like just forego all the revenue and all that stuff. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do a music stream because like this song right here. This is a song I got called "Bring It Back," but I can't play it. Right, so y'all can go listen to that. Right, you can go listen to that. I got a song called. Obviously, you can tell it's what I'm asking somebody to bring back by the visuals. I got a song called "Reparations." You know what I'm saying? You can go listen to that. I got an anthem for the FBA already. Cut the check. I can't play it because they be tripping. I got another couple songs. Bang My Line. All of these are songs right here. Say J Lava Music on this first row. All of these are songs where I'm actually rapping. Wow, look at that, y'all. Look, see, I told you I've been doing this for a long time. Look at these old Keep It P podcasters, fam. This how we used to get it in back in the day, fam. Right? Oh, I got music behind it, so I can't. But yeah, this how I used to get it in. This was dated February 8th, 2021. You see TZ up there in the corner? Yeah, we used to get it in just like this, man. I don't even know where my FB flag and I had a big old damn Going way back on them Jones. Anyway, I need
one.
Y'all thought we was gonna be done because it messed up, huh?
I like looking at this. It's looking at these old episodes make me smile. No, I turning it up. I can't turn it up because some of them videos got music behind it before I knew better. And so like I thought a part of the game was putting music behind all my videos so I can get my music money, but then I found out that they pay more for ad revenue than they do your music in said video. It's crazy. It's a crazy game. It's a crazy game out here, man. It's crazy. It's crazy game, bro. Crazy game, bro. But yeah, man, I'm finna get ready for this little crime, John, that I used to do. I'm just looking through these old videos. I ain't seen some of these videos in years. 5 years ago. How many? I got 42 views on this video, boy. What you know about getting 42 views and keep going? Oh, look, it was people in the chat too. We had a little people in the chat. Oh, look at that, y'all. That's my mama. Oh, that's my mama in the chat over there. First one commenting too. She was my biggest fan, for real. She's the reason why I keep this going too. She told me to keep a P forever. So I gotta oblige. Oh, look at my mommy in the chat. That's memories. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm a mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code, and you know I got 4 words for you. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike in the algorithm, comment your vomit, share if you care about getting Black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on the platforms that we are on, Jones. And just to bring it all the way home, I got love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. I'll be back. You already know how.